Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Remote Specials. It's Mr. Dowd here for good old STEM class. Anyways, I'm going to continue on with Google Earth, so let's just go ahead and get started. Click up there and on the 9 dots, and Earth will be in here. There it is. It's that icon right there. By now, I'm hoping you guys all know how to do this. If not, it's a refresher. So it looks like I left off on the Western Islands. I don't know where the Western Islands are. Looks like they're right above Australia. Cool. So last class I left off at projects. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more on projects. So when you click on that, if you have a previous project, it'll show up here. Obviously, I haven't made one on this account, so it's not there. On the bottom, there's this watch tutorial. I know the screencastify is blocking it, but this says watch tutorial. So if you click on that, this video will pop up. It's 2 minutes long. I highly recommend watching it. You know what? Let's go ahead and just watch it because that way I make sure you guys watch it so you guys can do the project. So next class I'll go through and actually do a project out or just kind of reiterate what she just said in that video. Okay, and then after that I'll go ahead and show you more about the styles and eventually the distance or this distant marker. Okay, that'll be all for upcoming classes though. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. It's a short day or short my section of the video. Have a great day everyone.
Hello. So today I'm going to be making cheese tortellini with a white sauce. So cheese tortellini is, and this is from HelloFresh, but you can get it in Market Basket. It's just pasta with cheese in it. It's almost like cheese ravioli, but it's just shaped different. Okay. So I'm first going to start. So I'm not going to use a red sauce because this just calls for a different sauce. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter. I'm trying to do this with one hand. I'm going to heat up this pan with a little bit of butter, just a tablespoon. There you go. And I already put the water on, so to boil for the tortellini. So I'm going to heat up this pan with butter. And I'm also going to put in scallions, whoops, and some tomatoes. that I've already cut up. The scallions look like this, but I cut the whites off, and that's what I'm putting in the pan with the tomatoes. I'll put that in. This is not easy to do with one hand. Hold on. Just gonna pick up the tomatoes and put them in. So I put the tomatoes in, the scallions in. I'm just gonna cook them a bit. Okay, a few minutes. So all this is one tomato that I chopped up. And the scallions, I took the whites, which were at the tip of the scallions, cut those out, just to give it flavor. Now I'm gonna put in 1/3 cup of water. And a small amount of cream cheese. It's funny because it's like really early in the morning and I'm making this, and it's like something that you would eat for dinner. Okay, so I'm going to just put in a little bit of cream cheese. It smells good. Okay. Just going to mix it in. And it's cooking. All right, so it's boiling now, so I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to let it simmer until this sauce thickens up. So see how it's watery right now? It's going to thicken up. It's about 2 to 4 minutes. Okay, and then I will show you. While that's happening, I'm going to put the tortellini in this water since it's starting to boil. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I will come back and show you what it ends up looking like when it is done. Okay? Okay, so here's the cheese tortellini. Pretty much done. This is still warmed up and thickened, but I'm going to be adding more stuff to this. And now I want, let's see. I'm going to be draining that in a minute. strained it into here. But you see how I have water from the pasta? I have to add some of that. So add this to here. And I have to add, let's see, how much pasta water? Half a cup? Yeah, half a cup. So let's go over here. Don't worry about my sink. This is all pasta water. I'm just going to pour it out until I hit half a cup, which is about here. I'm going to mix that in here. I'm going to add some sour cream. And a little more butter. This is sour cream. Oops, a little butter. Mix that up a little bit. Now all this sauce is going to be in here. Okay. So you could also do just a red sauce with this if you wanted. You don't have to do this particular sauce. I just did this to change it up. All right, so what's next? Okay, so I only have to do it for about 30 seconds, but I do need to add some Parmesan cheese. Sorry for making you dizzy. I'm gonna add a little packet of Parmesan cheese. Just a little bit. Because the rest I'm gonna put on the finished product. So, I'm now melting this. And once the cheese is melted and the pasta is coated, then I can transfer it to that white bowl over there and it'll be done. I love these new pans. I bought these new pans over the weekend because my other ones are really lousy. All right, so now I'm going to, it's been about, everything's coated. Shut it off. Right in there. Okay. I'm going to put the rest of the Parmesan cheese on. And I cut a lemon and I just put some lemon on it. And it's all set. Good to go. So there you go. Tortellini, which is just cheese, and it's like a cheese ravioli with like a light pasta sauce.
Hey Gators, welcome to Draft Day. That's right. Today you're going to be writing the rough draft of your monologue. Okay? Yesterday we went through the outline. Remember, you had that first impact statement. That's how you're going to start your monologue. That's literally your first sentence of your rough draft. Then we have the body of your monologue. Okay? The body of your monologue is where you are explaining why you made the resolution that you made and what impact it's going to have on your day-to-day life. Because that's the whole point of making one of these resolutions, right? To improve yourself in some way. And then your final statement. Okay, again, you're supporting your main idea of what your resolution is. Okay, so when we go through our monologue, we want it to be roughly a paragraph, maybe a little bit more. It doesn't have to be long. Okay, if it's longer than 1 minute on Flipgrid, it's too long. All right, we're not looking for something really long. We're looking for something dynamic, something that you're going to be able to speak passionately about. Okay, this should be something you actually care about. Okay, so I want you to keep those things in mind. We want to use words with emotion. We want to use words with meaning behind them in our writing because we want to be able to bring those emotions and words to life. Okay, so tomorrow's video, I'm going to be sharing my monologue with you. All right, just as an example. So today, I'm going to put up a Google Doc that you guys are going to complete, and that will be your rough draft. Okay, you'll be able to edit that rough draft, and then Friday, you are going to be recording it on Flipgrid, and that'll be our project for the week. All right, can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Great job, Gators. Keep up the good work.
Hi guys, today we're going to be drawing a city skyline or a cityscape. You need a ruler and a pencil and a piece of paper. So we're going to start our drawing by placing a horizontal line a little bit above the middle of the paper. I'm just going to keep that line sort of light. So you're just going to draw a light horizontal line through your paper. Okay, I don't even know if you can see mine. Super duper light, but it's there. So we start with our horizontal line, and then I'm going to ask you to turn your paper like this, and we're actually going to make the very top of some of the skyscrapers that will appear to be in the background in the distance. So we're going to create the look of space and depth with our drawings, and you'll see as we go along. So I'm making little marks just like that. So I made a few little marks. We started with our horizontal line here, and then I made a few little marks like that, little lines, and those are actually going to end up being the tops of our skyscrapers. So after you've drawn those lines, you're just going to turn your paper like this, and now we're going to make the side of the buildings. It's just going to come down. Get a better pencil. It's going to come down like this. This. So these are going to be at the tallest buildings in our cityscape. So we're just going to leave those alone for now. Next, we're going to make our next layer of buildings. So I am going to start by turning my paper vertically again. I'm going to make a mark or a line, another line, another line, and another line. See that? Those are going to be the tops of some other buildings that aren't quite as tall as the skyscrapers. And you don't have to worry about what's happening at the bottom part of these buildings yet. We're just kind of working on the tops for now. Okay. All right, next we're going to do another layer of buildings. Okay. See where I made those lines? And now I'm going to turn it this way and make those into buildings. And I might want to go back and erase some of those little lines that are coming into that space now. So I'm just going to erase some of these extra little lines that we don't need anymore. All right, so I still have a little space here that I want to put something, maybe like a little bit of a taller building there, a little bit of a taller building right there. So I'm going to take my ruler and make a line like this. Where's the other space? And maybe like that. So it's starting to take shape as some sort of a city skyline or cityscape. I'm going to erase those extra lines that we don't need. So as we work on this, we're going to talk about how to make it look like the background is very far away. And we're going to make things start to get larger as we come down on our paper to the foreground. Okay, so in the foreground, we're going to have larger buildings. In the middle ground, we're going to keep it kind of a medium size. And we can add a little bit more of some really far away skyscrapers that are going to appear to be tall, but small, if we can do that, a little skinnier in the background. So this is what we're going to start with for today. And next time we'll add our foreground buildings and we'll add a few more little skyscrapers in the back. And we'll start to add some details like windows. Okay, and we'll talk more about creating the look of space in our cityscape. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy. Alright, so today you're going to work out a couple of your muscle areas. So you're going to work your lats, you're going to work your shoulder area, and you're going to work your abdominal muscles with me. During our lats, you're going to do a bent over row. So you want to make sure you bent over and you have your arms curled, and then you pull your elbows up. Not necessarily extending the arms, but it's so the objects here in your hands, elbows back. Okay? Shoulder press is just going to be here in a good form, just going straight up. And then we're going to do crunches. Alright? Alright guys, so let's get to it.
Alright Gators, you guys ready for another cardio session? Okay, let me show you what we're going to do. Alright, then we'll get on with it. Okay, again, we're going to start running in place. Alright, after that we're going to do 10 jump squats. Okay, we'll run in place, we're going to do butt kicks. Alright, I'll give you a second. Get set, we're going to get rolling.
watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be right back.